Look there. I espy another statue. Climbing it would grant a clearer picture of our environs.
I've a knack for combining materials that I hope you'll find useful. I'll craft aught I can using what's in my pack.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An arisen, by all appearances.
An arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such sharp...
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one arisen.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, if the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
I'm in fine battle. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
I'll gather these now. It would be a shame to forget their location when we need them most. It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master? Visions of roast meat will dance in my head tonight, for all I've stuffed myself.
Good sleep is the key to a good adventure.
everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. Where ought we to go now?
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in...
We are none of us alike in vocation. I've nothing to share at present.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge. We must not let down our guard. Dare I say it, we trounced our foe well and true. We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Ah, a material. Useful things, these.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly apply. It was excellent. I could have done no better. Come, follow my example. Well said.
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road.
This is just what's needed. Was I asleep? It was a strange dream I was having. Might there be aught over there?
We ought to take a closer look.
Come to think of it, the private quarters of one Arisen I served had many a visitor, and rarely the same one.
Each to their own. We've got goblins!
Shame I've no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat?
Prevail now. People like that will come here soon enough. That will certainly run fly.
Huzzah! What a team we make, Arisen! A treasure chest! Oh, I can hardly wait to open it!
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded. By your leave, Arisen.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few. Gather this. It might be of use. I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Oh, I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigour.
What's this? We're trapped. Fie! A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
A Cyclops. Pray, be on your guard.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment. This brute has quite the temper.
Use their rage to our advantage. Fear not. Well enough.
Do not falter. 'Twill take every ounce of our strength.
but we can prevail.
Yes, of course. I see it now. Might I lend a hand? By all means.
Seems we've worn out our foe. We'll not find a better moment. Seize the brute's arm and bring it crashing down.
Could I trouble you to assist me?
What was that sound?
Fall back! I'll put an end to this foe, Master. Time we make the capital to inform the people of Vermund that
You have my gratitude, sir. 'Twould seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another false arisen. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid, give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under... Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to...
Oh, ho, ho. 'Tis a precious thing we've found.
How exciting! My heart is fit to burst.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. But for your own sake, I recommend you make your way to the capital sooner rather than later.
That ladder looks promising, but we'll have to drop it down from above. Riding in an ox cart would be a welcome reprieve.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring. Is your pack slowing you down, Master? Pray, bear in mind that you can only carry so much by yourself.
What is it? Changed your mind? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
I am honored to be called to your side, Arisen.
We're setting out. Jump on if you've paid.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir. goblins, Master!
I'll not take that from you.
I will protect you. Most impressive, Master.
Three more victories like that, and we'll have them running for the hill.
Outstanding.
You have no right.
That's quite enough.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox.
This looks as good a place as any.
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first.
This one's not a bad sort. Say,
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one. That arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead. A mere puppet. However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear? I cannot afford to lose my wits.
Do not test me.
I must remain calm.
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait.
It's not at the expense of... my duty.
'Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside.
Isn't much to go on.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Ah, excellent find.
The state of things makes my lot rather...
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
I dream of owning a larger store, I do.
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
'Twould seem the Queen Regent has made significant alterations to the chain of command.
Oft we forget the value of a moment's contemplation.
Let's make ready for the morrow.
Go to sell off like
Living's hard, but dreams are free, I say.
Say, have you been to Harm? 'Tis a quaint little... Well, if you do visit, you might want to give the old man who lives there a wide berth. I hear he sets out to sea on his boat, day after day, only to be returned to shore by the brine again and again. As if that wasn't queer enough, he's apt to talk your ear off about some world he believes lies beyond the sea. I cannot fathom his obsession. I suppose losing his family must have driven him to madness.
The other day, I chanced to see a most resplendent ox cart on the high road. Now, that's not so strange, but guess who I saw riding in it? Poor little Daphne, and rightly so, as it turned out to be a young boy. The resemblance was so uncanny I mistook him for her. Gave me a right shock, let me tell you. Odd to think a young noble their faces may match, but the lives they lead are as different.
These writings could be of import.
Shall we take a closer look?
They say the Sovereign's up in the palace, recovering from... Seems driving away the dragon took quite a toll on our liege. Tell is, the beast's flames burnt him black as... 'Tis a right miracle he yet lives, if you ask me. This looks as good a place as any.
Go on, have a look. Interested in my wares? Many thanks.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
I wish I knew your restraint, Arisen. I have a knack for gathering items and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy. I've just remembered a curious rumour I overheard once. Seems there's an illness pawns can catch beyond the rift that devastating consequences for those around them. Worse still, Paul never knows they're sick. They just become restless and flippant and won't heed the Arisen.
How terrible. We shall have to be alert for signs of the sickness among our number.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us... You will want to hear this. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Sit back, relax, and enjoy the finest brews in all of Vernworth.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. It would be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's... None would be able to deny that you are the true Arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, Your Majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Vernworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
Off we go then. There are beasts to be slain.
By combining our strengths, we shall overcome. this trial as all others.
Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. I can guide you there if you wish.
Welcome.
What should I get up to today?
I'd fight better if I had an elf keep me warm.
Tad rowdy. I shan't. Now here's a welcome sight. The rules at your neck.
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
Couldn't hurt but my feet at the moment.
This way, if you please. 'Tis dark as pitch, Master. Pray, light your lantern afore I trip.
Well, that wasn't an uncommon vision. Are you looking at me in a bad way?
Here we go again. Battle cannot be avoided. 'Tis fight or die.
No quarrel here.
The Arisen has been torched! Quick! Douse the flames! I knew you would prevail, Master. Fight on, and victory shall be ours.
A resounding success.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
See what you're made of! Well-aimed strike, right where it hurts!
Ensure your next attack is no less purposeful. What a glorious success! Once more.
I could look upon this sky for all eternity, if 'twasn't for the crick in my neck.
Keep gazing upward and you're like to stumble, Ever.
Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. Hang in there, Master! I am coming to assist!
Pray, slow your feet! You run too fast for the likes of me!
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot. I'll hold the enemy in place. Splendid.
I knew the village would be in a bad way, but never did I expect to see an entire basket of swords picking out bones.
Indeed, I'd not expected things to be easy, but this is looking rather hopeless.
'Tis a pleasure to meet you.
At least I go knowing I fought to the best of my ability.
Shall we discuss tactics now or later?
Master, if you're carrying around anything you don't need, there's no time like the present to rid yourself of it.
If you feel overburdened, mayhap I could carry some things for you. Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Sleep. Hold fast, Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment.
I've a feeling fortune shall favour us this day.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Ready to forge on?
You watch where you're going. You'll hurt yourself one of these days.
Oh, don't mind me. These things happen.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
And here I was, hoping for some great treasure. And now I feel a fool.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few. rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favour.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
You truly are formidable, Arisen.
I've got hold of the enemy!
Well said. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment. Too fast for you. How'd you like that? Focus. A moment of indecision may spell our doom.
So it goes.
It seems we have it ready down there.
Why do we not use their rage to our advantage?
No quarrel here.
Certainly, Arisen. How might I be of aid?
Learn some warmers who want to knock it off balance. It will prove a much easier target than lying alone.
This battle will demand all our strength. We must stand together, not despair. I'm coming to your aid.
It is vital to remain level-headed.
Look out, Arisen! We're under attack!
The enemy slows. Perhaps we have tied them out.
We must not give them a chance to recover.
Strike fast, in truth, and our quarry shall fall. many of us are still standing?
You cannot let the fallen remain.
Our best bet is to set it teetering, then wrench it to the ground.
It's certainly worth a try.
I'll redeem myself yet.
Fall back, and I will heal you with my magics. Wait right there.
We'd best prepare ourselves for a prolonged battle.
Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid. Product of heedlessness.
Hang in there. Help will surely come.
Look out, Arisen! We're under attack! When enraged, this creature is capable of calamitous strength. We ought not to provoke it.
How are we meant to attack it without angering it?
Fire is not its weakness, but its strength.
Let's save our fire magics for another time then.
Too fast for you.
Arisen, are you all right?
Trevo Mine is but a stone's throw from here. I know the way. Follow me. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Over here!
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
Furthermore, our party is composed of quite a few men.
'Tis surely a coincidence. Don't make such a fuss.
They expect we, the dragon, to thank for this as well. We must have started the beast at their lair.
I ought to attend to.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
'Twould seem the Queen Regent has made significant alterations to the chain of command.
Any mistakes this time. I'll gladly stay a while.
A chance to put my feet up is as welcome as fine ale.
Now Now
It is
is a
hard to
welcome
imagine
sight.
a world. Empty of monsters.
This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint rest town. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Surely I'm overdue
Stuck
a
till the
day off.
passenger comes
I'm
along.
nodding off where I stand.
For duty not to fall
Aye,
here.
out of the car, all of you.
You've pushed your luck too far. A fine display of skill. The battle continues.
Splendid. You must win! No harm shall come to you! Yes, master. I shall hasten to your aid.
What am I supposed to do? Scared? Huh, not on your life.
It's this way.
Be wary. This foe will cast you into a slumber.
We must each of us remain alert. I shudder to imagine what would happen if we all nodded off.
I must remain calm. 'Twill all come good in the end.
Where are you
Enough.
going?
Is there naught I could have done?
We'll pull through yet!
Not of a mind to fight today, Arisen?
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
Right you are.
What is true peace, as I say?
Suppose I ought to earn my...
Surely I'm overdue a day off.
What is true peace, I wonder?
Got to work if I'm to put bread on. A better mind than mine to solve this.
It is hard to imagine a world empty of monsters.
Say, you wouldn't happen to have seen a pretty stone lying about, would you? One befitting the name the Jadeite Orb. 'Twas stolen from me while I was delivering it, and if Master Everard should find out, he'd wring my neck. 'Tis no exaggeration. He's had people killed afore, more than a few. To be quite truthful, I'd intended to sell off the Jadeite orb and quit this place. Working under a man such as him, I'd only get chewed up till he decided to spit me out. That jewel was my last hope. Now it's gone. Unless you were to find it for me. Would you, sir? Oh, pray do a poor man a kindness.
The Jadeite orb could be...
Have you come from Vernworth? How are things there? The ancient battleground to the north is overrun with hordes of fell beasts, and so little are survivors anticipated that you'll find not even a checkpoint here. In times past, 'twas safe enough a night, when the monsters sleep, but no longer. Since a few days past, skeletons and phantoms have made this their nightly battleground. 'Tis nigh, and it could be that aught's befallen the cenotaph. I'd heard the spirits had calmed somewhat. Say, if I cannot dissuade you from traversing the ancient battleground, would you consider passing by the cenotaph and make...
Suppose I can always run.
Greetings, sir. And we see a great many customers given our location, so you'll have to forgive us if the ale runs dry. Well, I ne'er. Go on, have a look. Greetings, sir. We see a great many customers given our location, so you'll have to forgive us. The Sword and Staff is open for business. Many thanks.
Might treat us to a roast tonight. I'm sick of stew.
Go on, have a look.
I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with the matter at hand. Perhaps we should have a more knowledgeable pawn join our party.
Interested in my wares? Greetings, sir. And we see a great many customers given our location. Pleasure doing business. Go on, have a look.
Eh? Need something from me, do you?
Suppose I'd best get to work.
Almost wish aught would happen to... Shake things up.
Get a look at my wares. Got to sell off what I can while I'm in town.
I swear.
Master, 'twould be prudent to rid yourself of any excess items.
If you feel...
Welcome, sir. After all, 'tis folly to linger on a single vocation when there are do come again.
Fancy a look at my wares?
My wares.
I end
Glad
up
to stay
feeling
a while.
weary even after a day of rest.
Reckon your road's been a long one. Trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here, at least, you'll find a bit of peace. peace and quiet.
How I've longed to embrace my bedroll.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Oh, I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigour.
Reckon your road's been a long one. Trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here, at least, you'll find a bit of peace and quiet.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Where was I headed?
Isn't there anything to do round here?
Go on, have a look.
Reckon your road's been a... Trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here, at least...
I'm just grateful to still be in business. Pleasure doing business with you. If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light. I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your... How might I serve you, Arisen?
Washing, cleaning.
Let me alone, will ye?
Wonder if there's any easy work to be had.
This is quite a quandary.
I'm sure I can handle this.
Interested in my wares? Wonder if there's any easy work.